are we live? I think we're live. Yep. Well, let me pull up YouTube really quick so I can see the chat. Oh, now they have got another chess video on Wired. Those are pretty good, actually. I like his videos on there. All right, so the goal of this stream is to transcribe Bluecoats 2023 tenors. And I'm going to have chat pulled up over here so I can respond to all you lovely folks. All right, let me make sure sound works. So let's start. I want ideally a GoPro shot. Those are usually the easiest to work off of. And now my stream is getting recommended to me because it's Bluecoats 2023 tenors. Well, looks like desktop audio is working. I'm going to put it at about there. That looks like a good level. It's about half the volume of my voice. If it needs to be louder, let me know. I will do that. Let's see. Yeah, it's a head cam. There we go. These are usually a little easier to go off of. But yeah, if you want to get into transcribing, start with easy stuff. It's a good tip. If you can transcribe easy stuff really well, it'll start to make it easier as you get into more complex stuff. And then also, as well, the more music you learn, the more you get better at transcribing because you recognize strange rhythms. And then also, I have the snare transcription pulled up here because a lot of times you can gather what some of the tricky rhythms are in the tenors by figuring out what the snares are playing. And luckily, this transcription is, as far as I know, completely spot on. So. Yeah, so Bluecoats likes to, and I also, by the way, have a pad handy. I have a practice pad right here. So that way you can play what you're seeing on screen, and sometimes when you play it, you realize kind of what the rhythm is, or sometimes things like that. So, alright, well, this is going to be fun. Let me clear out some space here. I have some random things scattered about my desk. Organize, potentially, maybe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. There we go. Move this a little further away. So let's just take a look. I like to sometimes just watch the phrase before I even start. Nice. I'm not going to write in the stick visuals. Some people do that, I don't. Okay, so a lot of sextuplets. That was either a 4/3 or like an offbeat triplet rhythm. What's nice is that most of that looks like 16 notes. I wonder how that Tama hardware is. They got him to sound pretty good. Tama tenors have definitely gotten a lot better. Of love. In soul. In soul. A chapel. A chapel. A chapel. Boo doo doo doo. Alright. Very nice. So a lot of rest. Okay, so we have this big opening phrase here. It doesn't look too bad, actually. So first things first, let me go ahead and get... Should probably pull up the actual... Should probably pull up MuseScore. Yeah, it really doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so the entire beginning is like just a big snare feature, and then tenors come in with like these buzzes. So that shouldn't be too bad. come up with a new score here. Choose instruments. Let me do percussion marching. Tenor drums. Yeah, go with C major. I know the opening tempo is 152. That's just from looking at the snare one. So, and let me just for namesake. The Garden of Love. Logan Gaming. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. Just doing some music stuff. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Composer was, yeah, Tom Rarick. I want to spell that right. What's the abbreviation? TR? Alright. Subtitle. Bluecoats 2023 Tenors. Sweet. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and immediately do my, what do you call it, like, field tenors. There we go. Now I have all my, this isn't right. So what I do is I have drum set files that put it into the format needed, and then I also just go in here and I change the sound. There's videos on how to do this. I can provide links if you're curious, but yeah, you can basically import the MDL sounds by just kind of running Sforzando yourself. Yeah, MDL tenor line is what we're looking for. And we'll wait for that to load. And then we're going to have our lovely tenor sounds. Aha. Sweet. Beautiful. Sounds so good. Alright. And now we have... Yay! So. The Garden of Love. Let me get rid of the mixer. And then... Oh, whoops. Let me just... Arrange Tom Rarick. Now let me pick a nice font for this. What font shall we use? Properties, maybe? Text. Just pick random ones until... Use jazz. That looks nice. The Garden. Now, yeah, what's the? That's a custom font right there. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna send this over to the Bandit, and then he's gonna probably format everything the way he likes it. Okay. He also does the okay, so he's that guy. So looks like the front two are doing that. Oh, this is just for fun. Good question though. That'd be fun if it was for a school project. That'd be really cool if I could do a transcription. If I was a music major, maybe I could find a way to sneak this in somewhere. But no, yeah, this is just for fun. So. Okay, so we have, so these are going to be the same part. Maybe I'll leave this up, though, just in case, but, put this all the way over here. So that'll be just in case, like, I need an extra van. Actually, I shouldn't need that, because that'll be fine. But let me... So now let me look at lot, because sometimes it's easier to tell. Okay, here's show music with drum set. Looks like tenors are in front, so that'll be nice. Oh no, that's a good question. Questions are very welcome and appreciated here. Okay, there they go. Okay, so that means I need 2 staffs, whatever. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to instruments and I'm going to add another, or maybe there's a way to, can I like, no? Can't do that. Okay. Is this still fine? Yes, okay. So let me add another one. Marching band, tenor drums. And then what I could do here, so first of all, let me just get my house in order. I wonder if I could, there's like a way to make that to the default, because that'd be nice to not have to do that every time. And then I have to go here, this Sforzando, import, tenor line. Nice. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hide the part name. And then at the end, what I can do is I can make it so that second staff is only visible when, I can make this only visible whenever there's notes in it. So then, like, for example, it would show on this line, like what I could do here. So let's say there's a split part. I'm going to just do this. And then just like, there we go. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to put split part, and then it ends there. So then what I can do is I can go into the staff settings, and I can hide when empty. And there we go. See? So that's nice. Yeah, there we go. And then I can have my split part, and then as soon as the split part finishes, it goes away, which is awesome. So that's going to be really nice. I'm going to undo all that. Bar lines, no. Brackets. Add. Just like to make it look nice. I guess I could make it more clean just by like, I guess I don't really, I wonder if I can hide that. I'll leave it for now. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, it actually goes up to 160 there, and that is what I'm going to put as A. I'm going to match the snare transcription. So we'll call that A. I'll move it to the left a little bit, just make it look nicer. There we go. Nice. And here we are. So it looks like we have 4 measures and then double bar line. So I'll put that there. Bar lines, double. No. It goes at the end. Okay. Then I'll put it there. And we start off with this kind of More people are doing the buzz, so I'm going to put that on the main line. So it looks like mezzo forte buzzes, that's what I'm going to put it as. I can check on the video. Actually, no, those are big. Yeah, okay, so see, that's why you get vantage points, right? So that was like above, above the head. So actually, that was fortissimo. So I forgot that the GoPro is has a very high vantage point. So that's something to think about. So I'm gonna call it fortissimo, and then forte, and then mezzo forte. Or I can actually just. And I'm going to buzz all these, so I'm going to go over to tremolos and use my Z's. Yeah, so it kind of decrescendos down. So I'm going to decrescendo down. And I guess I'm just going to declare all these as accents. Or I'll leave it all on accents, so it just kind of defines like the height as the, you know. So yeah, then we have. So we have. I'm going to say with tips, or that might be confusing. Say with sticks because this is with rubbers. So they use like the Paul Rennick. So they have that looked like forte to me. So I'm gonna write piano to forte back down to piano. And then I'm going to crescendo this and decrescendo. By the way, I love now that like whenever, again, use score 3 that was a problem, or if I started the crescendo on that note, it would go like below the forte, and it actually wouldn't work unless I shifted it over, so it automatically does that now, which is really nice. Nice. And then sticking, I don't write in both, for me, when I'm writing sticking for tenor music, I only write in the sticking if it's necessary. So, like for example, on this buzz phrase, you would obviously not you use both of the hands, so there's no sticking necessary. Now for this, on the other hand, you do need sticking because it could be any number of stickings. You could have it all be natural, all be doubles, but so it's double, double, single all the way down. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to add sticking. Oh, it did it on that one. Okay, I guess I gotta click on this note. Add sticking. Actually, it doesn't end up piano. It kind of goes to mezzo piano. It's like and it's like kind of over this. Hey, Nick Ferris, W transcription choice. Thank you. I would transcribe the rainbow part, but about that. So it kind of has this like polymeter feel, where you have this. It pushes a beat every time. I think 1, 2. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So then the last time, I don't need to specify it's with rubbers again. And the last time is on beat 3. Nice. And then it goes right into eighth notes. So now I need to figure out what this top part is doing here. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of people that would read this and not really intuit the triplet subdivision. It's kind of like an accented decrescendo buzz. So what I'll actually do then is I will finish this. Oh, nice. See, that's so nice now that it actually goes all the way to the note. Because that looks so much better with the dynamics. Yeah, there we go. So I can specify that it goes down to mezzo forte. And then it's forte buzz. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then I will accent this. Not accidentals. Oh, what am I looking for? I'm looking for articulations. Articulate. Oh, I need that to be default. Okay. Above. Always. Please. Yeah. Multiple tenor drum parts happening at the same time. Creating timbres. I'm not going to write it as like a, it doesn't look like it really decrescendos. It just looks like it's like one of those like forte piano buzzes, so I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. Sounds terrible in the playback, but that doesn't matter. We're just transcribing. And then what do we have? Oh, I can even see it up there. And then 3 3 3 3. It looks like it was at like a mezzo forte. It was actually pretty high on those 8 notes. Or kind of crescendos. Oops. There we go. And then let's see what this last part does. Okay, then the other part. Do 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 do. And then like a double stop. And I don't write in double stops because it's 2 notes. Of course it's a double stop. What else would you play it as? Very nice. And that finishes at like a was it like a forte maybe? Yeah, it was a forte. Okay, I mean, I'll write it both just because like there's sticking before it and it'd look better. Oh wait, stuff I'm not allowed to reveal. Ignore that. Alright. Here we go. So we have buzz, 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 buzz. We have this kind of polymeter on drum 4. Digga, 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 digga. So there's two different schools of thought. Like you could either do something like this. A lot of writers will just write that and like declare what the accent point is. Some writers will also do something like this. But it's like, okay, if you're doing that, then what's the point of writing the decrescendo? Because then I could just take out the decrescendo and just say accent, accent, tenuto, tenuto, tap, 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 tap. And for all intents and purposes, you'd get the same exact like interpretation from your members. So I honestly prefer just to like either write accent tap figures or write decrescendoing figures, unless there's a clear accent tap difference as a phrase decrescendo is like and even then you can even write it as like accent, accent, tenuto, tenuto, and then just like taps. So it really just kind of depends on what I feel the interpretation is. Because at the end of the day, when you're transcribing something, you're basically just trying to give the best approximation of how something is played, and then it's up to the person interpreting the music how they do. And usually with a transcription, people will be listening to the original and trying to play with it or match their interpretation. So honestly, like this is really just what are the notes, what are the heights, you know, and then you begin to match the inflection to like whatever you're seeing. And most tenor drummers will just kind of like know how this is supposed to be interpreted and played, so I'm not really too worried about it. So we have this, and then we still have split parts. So let me see if I could find another video because I can only really see one of the parts completely at a time. So I'm going to find another lot video. There's me. Here's semifinals. Let's see if this video is any better.
The slope, bold, and bristlingly fast. The BMW XM, the most powerful.
Bluecoats. Yeah, this one's a little bit more zoomed out. That was really cool having like what is that like it's like a little some sort of symbol like or I think it's a crotale like just on the snare drum, and it actually kind of resonates in the drum. It's kind of cool. Okay, so then what is the downbeat of those players? I can see that actually here. So it's like a digga 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 digga. So it's kind of like another fade out. He sure does like writing tenor splits where like one person is doing a repetitive thing and then the other player's like digga 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 digga. It does sound really cool. I watched it in person. That was just really cool. So let me slow this down. Let's take it down. So it actually starts on the left. So it looks kind of like a oh, I also need to specify that these are right hand lead. Oh, that looks terrible though. I'll do this then. Even though that's completely unnecessary to specify. Let me actually just, here, let's make this easy. Let me just use the actual forte piano. Do 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 do. And then I could just use the right. It looks like that actually gets up to like a forte. Do, do, do. And then it kind of suddenly ducks down to piano. So it's like... Oh, and I forgot that's actually not right, left, right, left. It's actually all on the right. So we have... I think it's something like that. Okay, it goes to singles. So it's like do 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 do, and that's an eighth note. So yeah, and it's like a piano to probably like, let's see if we can check it out here. Yeah, it looks like that. Looks like that scrape is at like a forte, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it piano to forte. Why is that shifted over? I want it just to be right beneath the note. Crescendo. Whoops, forgot. Let me do that. And then that goes down to piano. I think what probably, because it looks like in the rubbers it doesn't really finish out at a true piano, because they probably wanted it to like come in from nothing, but still hear the last attack. And then with the wooden tips, obviously it projects much more, so they probably have to get down to a lower finishing point. And then we're in unison. Okay, so almost there. We're almost to unison. Average Bluecoats transcribing experience. Okay. So it looks like they do it twice, and then it changes for the ending. So we have... Oh, what is going on? Yeah, okay. Go to left, left. And then that goes to more of a downbeat, so it doesn't do like the polymeter anymore. Kind of finds a little bit of a groove bass. That's smart, actually. It like kind of, so we have this beginning section that kind of is a little bit more. So it kind of increases the drive by creating more of a 4/4 phraseology after this beginning sequence. That's kind of cool. So now I just gotta figure out this last phrase. Oh, whoops. Nice. I think that's it. Or is it 1 2 1 2? can't see what your hands are doing. Let me slow down this one. What are they doing? I can't see it. I can't see because he did the head up thing. Okay, we're going down to 50%. Oh, it goes into like a wait. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so let me make sure that's actually not what's happening in the first. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. So it's not. It's actually Dutiku right, left, or right. It's actually a scrape. And then the scrape. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I thought it ended like da 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 da. So it's da 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 scrape. There it is. So it's actually. So yeah, I was wrong. It happens a lot, by the way. When you're transcribing tenors, you will be wrong and you will correct yourself. And that is all just kind of part of the game. It's the name of the game. Yeah, that sounds right. Make sure the tones match that. Yeah, and then it's just okay. There we go. That's why that wasn't lining up in my head. Okay, so next one is so then it just kind of follows through with the scrapes like this. So this is actually so now it's so there's kind of scrapes going to the left across the drums. Except this one might not finish out at a piano because it might continue. I think that's only louder because they're just focusing on actually getting the scrapes. Nice. Okay, so we got that. Now let's figure out this split part. Okay, that makes it very easy, actually. It's literally just the same exact thing. Let me just, before I do this, let me just 100% make sure it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the exact same thing, but it's offset by, I think, 2 beats, or 1 beat, maybe. One, two. So it's literally the same thing, but offset. That's so fun, by the way, to do when you're playing it with people. And it sounds cool because one of them is doing sticks, and so they have 2 of them doing rubber. So it's kind of like an echo. So it's like digga digga digga. They literally made delay in real life, bro. That's crazy. No, I want to hear the whole thing. Except the last one is this one, which releases on drum 4, which sounds a little bit nicer because it kind of finishes. And then copy the text just because I'm lazy. Flip to sticks. Got one of those. Dig dig it. Dib it dib it dib it dib it dib it don't. Did go. Got go. Let's see what we got. Is this your school band? Oh, I wish. No, this is last year's. Oh, what did they get? They got second place last year, I think. Yeah, so this is a drum corps. It's pretty cool actually. Let me pull up. It's like a big production. It's kind of like marching band, but like the pro leagues, I guess. My search history is about. I'm gonna get recommended these for like the next freaking year because I've just been looking up so many videos in this short span. Okay, here's what it looks like. Let me put it here. Oh, those uniforms really. They show really well. This part's gonna be fun to transcribe. But yeah, I'm basically writing out the music so that people can learn it. That's fun. Tenors are just over there doing like whatever the heck. Yeah. Dun ba do 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 do. Of love. Yeah, guard, let's go! Alright. Their guard is so good. It just moves so beautifully. Alright. And saw. Flip to sticks. Okay. When did they come in? And then it's do 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 do. And then it's in unison. I'm gonna say 3 with sticks and 2 with rubbers, just to like specify the. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so flip to sticks, and then it's gonna go back to unison. So what I'll do is I'll copy this measure. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to. I almost tried to staccato arrest. What would you do? Staccato rest. I don't even know. Do. Oh, that's a cool shot. Doom. So it's kind of like a crescendo, both of these. I wonder if it's like a whip accent, like da-da-da-da-dum, or if it's more of like a da-da-da-da-dum, kind of like a just a big crescendo. It looks like more like do-do-do-bum-bum, so it's kind of like just a double accented figure, so that's what I'll write in. Doom-doom, dibba-dibba-dibba. And then what I'll do is, it might automatically do it actually, so we'll see. Either way, let me just write in a page break, or a line break, I mean. Beam properties, no, where is it? It's like formatting or something. Peaks and jumps. Bar lines. Layout. There we go. And then I can go ahead and, for now, I'll just set that to always hide when empty. And now let me just check this to... Okay, yeah, there's a double bar line. Double bar line. There is a double bar line. Very nice. Look at how much work we've done. 8 bars. Oh, I hate tenor transcribing. This takes so long. Why do people do this? Actually, no one does it. I'm like I'm like one of the only ones that are like doing this. No, there's a lot of people that transcribe tenors, but I think the people that do just end up needing a break afterwards. And I would know, believe me. Every time I do a tenor transcription, I don't touch it for like a month. Okay. Boom. So it's like forte. I can get rid of this for now. Forte, and both of these are accented. Very nice. And now I can just look at this one. And then I'm just going to match whatever dynamics this guy put for it. Is it fortissimo? Yeah, it just looks like a straight fortissimo to mezzo piano. Doom doom. Yeah, I noticed anytime that there's any time for like a float, they really just go for it. So they like usually the accent after that is like a fortissimo. Haha, it looks so nice. There we go. I love doing that. Like it's just like a little change that just makes it look so much more professional. Because it's like, look, it's like accent tap heights. What else do we have? Doom doom. Dick a ding. Duh. Very nice. Looks like the same thing. Down. I think it's a regular eighth note at that point. I'll write it the same way he did. I thought that there we go. That's what I want. Okay. That should be fixed now. Okay, what the heck? I need to figure out what these rhythms are. Okay, what the heck? Alright, let's figure this out. I think it's just 16 notes. Yeah, digga digga don't. Sounded like digga digga don't. Digga digga don't. Yeah, yeah, left, right, right, left, left, right. It's inverse paradiddle or something, whatever. Digga digga don't. Digga digga don't. What height was this? Call it forte. Actually, might be piano. I'm gonna assume it's piano. That's fun. And then they have so they have that on beat 2, so it's probably like a, let's see what this is. So oh, it's on 8-inch. Crap. Wait, but he's playing it on the 6-inch. Oh no. Not again. Then which is it? Alright, let's look at this guy. I'm gonna look at far left. Or far, yeah, so far left played on an 8-inch. 1 in. Spock. Center. One in. Spock. And I can't see the end guy. So I'm going to assume it's on Spock, and I'm going to assume that, who is this, Aiden? That's not Aiden Eames. What do you look like? You look like that. Okay. Which would... Okay, so he's on the other end. So, both of the guys on the end played the 8-inch, but the center 3 played the 6-inch. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I'm gonna write it in. Because they both did it. Like, it's the outer 2 drummers, so it's symmetrical. So I'm just gonna always assume it was intentional. Maybe it's just meant to sound cool. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it was intentional. So I'm gonna write it as if it's intentional. So I'm gonna just write outer 2 on 8-inch, and then everyone else is on the 6-inch. Because that's what was played. I mean, they both confidently played it for the finals lot. So just gonna assume that was in. Okay, good progress. So, what is next? Let's see, what rhythm is that? Let's see how many notes it is. I'm gonna assume it's still 16 notes. until otherwise found. I'm assuming it's 16 though. And then I can't tell what sticking he's playing there. Oh wait. It's a 9 lit. Aha! I knew there was gonna be something funky there. See, sometimes you just gotta figure it out, you know? Because it sounds like they made a change in the hands when they started playing the shots. They're not like like it felt a little different. And that's where the intuition comes in, because I felt like it was not 16 notes, but sometimes you just got to start writing it as 16 notes. So yeah, it's like and it's like a so it's a 9 lit. It's a paradiddle diddle into a da pa. Oh wait, and that's on drum 3. I'm gonna write these as rooftop. And let's see what. Looks like another. It's like a forte mezzo piano. And it's kind of like a. It's like what they do, and so I see this in the snare music. They yeah, like this thing, except they actually wrote it accented. But I think it's tenuto. And then they have da da go. So it's kind of like it's like an inflection into the da da go. So let me write the sticking in. So they have. Nice. We're almost there. Looks like a triplet roll. From it's 1-3-1. You get a quarter note space. And then it releases on drum 2 with a crossover, which I will notate shortly. And that should line up with this. So we have and then it's a paradiddle 2 crossover, and it goes da 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 like da 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 da. So it's that's pretty cool. It's the dynamics he wrote. Yeah, there's crescendos. gonna just copy this. Except I'm gonna actually put it where it goes. So it's like, and then where's the last triplet roll? Nice. Pretty stock ending in a very traditional tonal release. I gotta go home. Ending on a classic forte, and I'm gonna just crescendo this whole thing because I'm just gonna match what they do. And it looks like the crescendoing it. Whatever, I'll try it the same way the guy does. Sticking time. Oh, that's not right. Yeah. That'd be fun. Imagine playing it that way. Very nice. Any double bar lines I missed? That's a double bar line. Yeah. Makes sense. Double bar line. We love our double bar lines. Helps you specify where you're at. Just for playback purposes, I'm going to put an invisible forte there, just so it sounds nice. Yay, sounds nice. Alright. Okay, now we gotta do the next phrase. Let's see how much rest we have. I wonder if the tenors are in on that. Bass phrase. Yeah, they are. Yeah. That's a sick opening hit. Okay, so we are getting there. So let's head to the video. Okay, so let me just get this in order first. 2, 3. So it's just 1, 2, 3, and then we come in somewhere. 1, 2, digga 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 dome. Digga 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 digga. That's fun. 3s to 5s. And it really is like a completely smooth crescendo as well. Digga 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 digga. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Actually, it's... I'm stupid. It's actually like a whole 5-lit. Digga 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 digga. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a 7-lit. Because we have... Because it adds a note. Digga 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 digga. Yeah. Digga 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 digga. Don't chat digga don't. Digga digga. Digga 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 digga. Chat digga don't. Yeah, that's 7-lit. Yeah, bida 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 don't. Got digga don't. That's really cool, actually. Because it's such a subtle change. It just sounds like digga 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 digga, like just like a slight metric increase. Kind of adds a little bit of intensity on it. That's really cool. Also, eventually do that, but it's whatever. Don't go. Simple and effective. You don't always need to be going somewhere on tenors. There's some writing advice. You don't need to go doom cha to go. You can just like doom doom bada boom bada 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 bada. Like that's totally fine. You can write something like that, and it sounds really good. You don't have to always be going around like crazy. But then, you know, when you want to have like some intensity, then yeah, go around like crazy. You know, like digga 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 dun dun dun. You know, it just kind of depends on what you're going for. But don't ever feel bad about like writing just a section on drum 2 or something like that. Because tenors are very musical, and you know you can use them. You can really utilize the tones to your advantage when writing. Doom jump digga dome, and I think this is a good example of that. So I'm just gonna write this whole thing as a big old fat crescendo. From what to what? That is the question. Piano forte. Classic. Love a good classic piano forte crescendo. I think it's right left. Yeah, but and then roll. Big fat roll. Okay. So I think it's up on 1. So let me write in the float down instructions. One, 2, 3, 4. Digga 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 cha digga doom. Digga 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 cha digga doom. That's so cool. I know I keep obsessing over that, but that's really cool. And I'm assuming that's a double bar line for this guy. This guy likes writing double bar lines, I'll tell you. What is 2D up? Does that mean everybody? Probably. And they go and then it's one of those big old fat. Do they? Nice. That's fun. That's just fun right there. That's so fun to play. So it's like one of these bad boys again, but the sticking is different. Right, the whole thing actually could be moved like this. And then it's one of these bad boys. Whoops. One of those bad boys. It's actually more of a mezzo forte. Although it technically should be mezzo piano. Oh! Scare me. There it is. Let's put it on 0.75. No. There we go. Oh, bro's got the whoosh, big scrape zones. Can't quite tell. And then it just looks like it carries through. So it's... Wait, that doesn't line up. There's 2 diddles left. That doesn't... Wait. Oh, God. So oh wait, it does work. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Wait, no, I need sextuplet because there's scrapes. I keep doing that. All right. All right. I think that's it. Should release on left hand. Yeah. And da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I'm not gonna write this crescendo thing in there. It literally looks just like the heights to me, just like dragon. And then it's a tap 5 on drum 4. I love my good old-fashioned tap 5s. I'm going to do another invisible forte just so it plays back. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. It's just classic Bluecoats ramming sextuplet in triplet rolls and stuff. It's always really fun. It's kind of a whippy shot. So it's like a double accent kind of thing. So it's like a ba ba ba. Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm gonna treat that as a flam. Even though it really was like a 9, but whatever. Well, okay, let's look at the snare music. Come on, tenors, don't be guilty of the quad tap. Where are my grace notes at? Boom. Just throw them down like by articulations. Oops. Now this is one of those situations where I write it like this instead of a decrescendo. Because I feel like when you write this, you interpret it as like a controlled decrescendo 3 versus like actually trying to hit a decrescendo, which a decrescendo 3 would be like do do do, like you'd be intentionally dropping it, and then that is like da da da. That sounds exactly the same. You stroke it out with the wrist versus like pushing down. It's different. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's generally what it's interpreted as. Oh yeah, and forgot the flams are super open in MuseScore. It's alright. It's functional. Don't. Don't. That's pretty fun. Fun phrase right there. I love fun phrases. Oops. Fivelet. Looks like it's all in drum 4. So I think it's singles. And then a shot. Is that a skank or is just leave it? That's a loud shot. I might. Is that like a fortissimo shot? I'm gonna give it an old plus, forte plus. It ain't quite a fortissimo, but they go for it. I mean, because you're playing like you have to. There's a pressure change there. Yeah, that's hard. It's not easy. Practice your forte pluses, guys. Yeah. And it's another one of those. And I think it's all on, mostly on drum 3 at least. And right in the sticking and accents. Because this one's a single accent. And then it's just right, left, right. Left, right, left. Right, ideally, probably. Although there was, in 2016, they had like a 9-let roll that went over the thing. It was like, so technically like the second 9-let started on the second left hand of a diddle, which was crazy. It was like, I don't know, I guess 5-let rolls were just slightly too fast and 8 notes were slightly too slow. So he's like, oh, just make it a like entire bar 9-let, which is just crazy. Or like two sets of like half note 9-lets or whatever. All right. So it's just the last. Now they kind of, one thing I noticed about Bluecoats is they kind of like like they kind of like it's almost like they're playing it sounds to me like they're playing this rhythm. Let me see if I can kind of figure out how to write this. Dotted? No? Oh, dotted. There we go. Alright, it would be dotted quarter note. Yeah, there it is. And then it's kind of like a 7/3 almost. Like if I were to do this. Ratio of 7 to, let's say 7 to 6. Ratio. Like, let's compare these side to side, so you can see what I mean. This is what it, like, kind of ends up sounding like. Like, it's probably, like, I'm 99% sure that it's given to them like this, but it sounds like it's, see how minor of a difference that is? But that's what it sounds like. It sounds like like almost like the first two are 16th notes. Versus I don't know. I might be going crazy, but this is what it sounds like to me whenever they play it. Like, just go ahead and listen. Like, it just sounds like dugga, digga, 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 dugga. Like, they kind of speed up in the... I might be crazy. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being way too... I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, Blue Devils is guilty of this. Like, their interpretations of music will kind of change with each other. But the important thing is that they're just all interpreting the music the same way, which they do a phenomenal job of. So at the end of the day, it's like, whatever everyone does is what everyone does, and it ends up just sounding phenomenal. So notation is really just an overly complex way of saying this is kind of what they played, you know. And transcriptions are always going to be... and even the music they get officially handed is always going to be an approximation of what it's meant to sound like. Because at the end of the day, like, it's when someone is writing music, they're essentially just notating what's going on up here. Like, what they hear is getting translated into, like, a system. And in the same way that languages can lose meaning when you translate between them, that's why translation is, like, one of the hardest jobs out there. Like, in terms of, like, translating art or literature, you can lose or change meaning. And I think there's definitely a lot of that in like drum corps doji, mostly in concert because it's a little bit more interpretive in concert. But it's an interesting concept. So I don't know. But yeah, it's all just ideas translating from one page to another. So at the end of the day, it could be this, could be whatever, but you're gonna hear that and have a certain way of playing that probably matches the way that Bluecoats is playing it, and then you're going to listen to them match their interpretation, and you're golden. So let's see what the next beat is. Whoops, 16th note. Why is it accenting all of them? Yeah, no dynamic contrast. Also, I like to write out my, unless it's like, so for this, I like to write it out as just one big 16th note phrase instead of changing it to 8th notes. Just personal preference. I think he might have... No, he still writes it, yeah. And then, yeah, little mini baby crescendo into the accent. So, okay, that helps. See, this is why I pull up the snare music, because this, like, I probably would have taken forever to figure out there's a 7-lit. Let me copy my little... Boop. Almost there. Yeah. That's cool. I probably would have figured that out, but it would have taken me a while. I mean, I figured out the other subtuplet. Alright, it's the left hand. Wait, what is it? That's kind of cool. I like how that looks on the page and how that like totally ends up sounding. Left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right. Flams. We love our flams. If you're a tenor writer, please don't leave it like this. Please do this. All you have to do is just put the grace note as the last note, and it works. You can basically write 99% of flam rounds like this. Just put on a flam, adjust the grace note to be whatever the last note was, and you're like beautiful. It works like 99% of the time. And I'm just going to throw little tenutos on the flams here. And then, yeah, the left hand is accented. and then it's a flam paradiddle kind of thing. That's easy. Easy rounds. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, I almost just deleted the whole thing. That would have been crazy. That's why we have undo buttons. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Wait. It was... Shot. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. We have one of these bad boys. So look, right? Grace note. Boom. Easy. And then this one's on the same drum, so you just leave it. For all you snare players that want to write a flam round for tenors, write that down. Save that info. When you make a grace note, move it to the note before, and literally, it works every time. And then if you want to write something that's like really advanced, then just make sure that the drum that the grace note is moving to, first of all, make sure that it's like able to be a scrape. So like for example, this one could theoretically be a scrape, right? So I could do that, right? So then it'd be like, because first of all, make sure that the note before the grace note is alone. Like if it was, like this one would be tricky, because it's left, like it'd be 2-2-1 with the left hand, right? So we have 2-2-1. But this one is fine because it starts right here, and it's just 2 notes. So 2 notes is easier than 3 notes because you have to play 2 notes in a row and then move versus 1 and just move. Because you can just do instead of do. Just because you have to stop and then go instead of just like already going. So this would work, but I mean that's not what the part is. But yeah, tenor writing tip. If you want to write scrape flame rounds, that's how you do it. And honestly, with those 2 concepts, you can already write like world-class features and stuff. So I mean, because unless you're like want to go full RCC and just start going absolutely ham, but you really don't. I highly doubt you're going to be writing for RCC anytime soon, and neither will I. Are we still live? Is this working? Yeah, we're still going. Very nice. And then let me just use my invisible forte again. Because it sounds so nice to actually hear the parts. Yeah, right hand pancake. Alright. That's a 5-lit. With 2 16 notes. Whoops. Yeah, it's kind of a full. So this is kind of cool, right? So this whole phrase is actually a slowdown. So we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 with a little embellishment, and then yes, and then 4. So it's literally 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Isn't that cool? Alright. And then, yeah, right hand pancakes. So let me write that in. And then bum 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 bum. Gankle, gankle. That's fun. We're reconnected. Yeah, don't be the guy that writes this, because that is played like this. Do 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 do. Because you have to move the grace note over. So da 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 versus da 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 da. This allows you to leave your hand on the drum that you just played. Da 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 da. Sorry, we're almost done anyways. Bum bum. Ka. Alright, there we go. Big floats. That sounds like Bluecoats. Big floats. That's funny. Doom doom. And then, oops. Through drums. So stab. So that means stab the drum. No, it means you'd like go down through instead of like finishing in playing position. That should be it. I think that's it. Yeah. Let me just check this one last time. And then you like spin to that, and then yeah through. Okay, sweet. Okay, this is annoying me. I like to capitalize everything. Call me crazy. Alright, let's see what we got. Whole thing. This is the opener. I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright, here we go. Nice. And the last thing I like to do is listen to. This is on the downbeat, so that can't be right. I missed an extra scrape. Should finish on the right hand. So see, that's why you proofread, because you'll miss. I mean, you're gonna miss stuff. You can't expect to be perfect. I'm gonna make that a chord note. Oops. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move this and extend it. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then I'm gonna just copy this and paste it over this. And then I still need my flip to sticks. Whoops. I messed up the space there. Yeah, there's an extra bar of space. Easy fix, I just have to go and insert before number measures 1. There we go. Fixed. I like that bass part. And now we watch it at normal speed. Here we go. See what we did. 1, 2. Well, that's going to be all for now. We successfully transcribed the opener. Yeah. Looks nice. Let me. I like to spread things out, so let me actually go to layout. I'm gonna do a page break here. Then move that to be a little closer. There we go. This will be a little easier to read now because there's a little bit more space between the bar lines. And last thing we'll do is we will publish to MuseScore.com. Yeah. Alright, and we are officially done with the opener. So next stream we're going to be looking at parte uno. Or is it considered part 2? Yeah, never mind, this is part 1. And let me just go ahead and let Bandit know that I've finished it. Wait, let me see if... Yeah, there we go. Ensemble type is... do they have like... Yeah, drum corps modern. Genre... I don't know, new age? It's new. What would you call this? Electronic? Yeah, they're electronic. I can't end with happy drumming. That literally just sounds like this was written by ChatGPT. I'm just waiting. I guess he's still doing stuff. And here we go. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me on this stream, and I will see you all in the next one. We're going to be doing Bluecoats Part 2 or we will do that writing session. So I'll keep you updated. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you learned something, or at least